Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Today's meditation is called An Open Door. So let's bring ourselves to the moment, become aware where we're sitting or lying. Just bring yourself to the moment. Often a good way to do that is to just notice your breathing. Put some very careful attention to your breath, the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. Just notice. And we want to take this short time to set aside the content of our experience. What I mean by the content of our experience is the day-to-day activities, the work, the money worries, family concerns, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the things that happen just for this short time. Let's set aside the activities or objects of our experience and take some time to walk through the door of our essential experience. So for this time, set aside the past, what you wished you'd done or wished you hadn't done, memories, just for this short time, set them aside. Set aside also the future, your concerns, your worries, your dreams, your hopes. Just for this short time, let's set them aside. And similarly, let's set aside all the ideas that you have about yourself, what you should be or shouldn't be, what you wish you were or wish you weren't. Let's set aside all of that changeable element of who we are so that we can just spend some time with who we essentially are. We are not essentially the sum total of our objects of experience and relationship to them, or thoughts about them, or emotions from them, or perceptions. We are not those things. We are essentially that which is aware of those activities. So let's take a moment. A moment to consider the essence of who we are. This is really the open door. A way to describe the journey down this path, which actually has no length or time, is to set aside the activities of life and recognize that I am. I am the one who is aware of the activities of life, the internal activities of my mind, the experience of my body. All of this, I am the one who's aware. And it's through this door, which is always left ajar for us to walk through. It's the open door to the infinite, eternal I am, the one consciousness, the one awareness, the one from which all awareness arises. And I think we all notice that to see that open door, we most often need to just calm ourselves and listen with our heart, with our eyes, with our inner compass. Listen for, look for, allow ourselves to be guided to the open door of I am. This is who we essentially are. There is no requirement of so many decades or lifetimes of meditation, prayer, sacrifice, whatever, to walk through this door. It is just the willingness to surrender all the activities of existence for a moment, to stand at the door and walk through. And there we meet ourselves. We are the awareness of the one in the clothing of everyday life. So even though in these meditations, in these times, we kind of set aside the past, the future, our activities, the thoughts about ourselves, there's nothing wrong with those. But sometimes we just need to be quiet enough to experience the essential I am underneath those day-to-day activities. Or when we discover the nature of I am, and it is for each of us to experience that. It is not something that we can be told. We can be told about it. We can read about it. But our experience is ours alone. When we walk through the open door, we experience the limitless, wordless peace that we are. We are not and cannot be separate from the one or from all of the creations of the one that include us. It's all just one. We cannot be separate. The separation is the illusion. So we set aside the illusion and experience the one. I am. And the wonder of this is that the experience of I am, the experience of not being separate, isn't confined to this short time of meditation, but is actually the essential underpinning, the essence of life that's with us always and included in all the activities we do. Our life becomes the meditation becomes our life. In that sense, the essential practice is just to remind ourselves. Because from time to time, we'll get lost in the illusion that we are separate. We need not judge ourselves for that, but just remind ourselves that who we are is not the illusion, but the one who is aware. That's why, in relation to people and animals, when the illusion of separation is removed or becomes more translucent, we experience love. And when we look at nature, we experience it as beauty. That's why the door is left ajar for us. We don't have to pound down the door. We just need to give ourselves the moment to walk through and back. Just sit. Just sit here through the open door and allow yourself, allow the one, the inseparable being to show itself to you. You can pause this recording and just stay seated here. The open door is where we can walk through to experience the infinite, eternal I am from which we arise. And in some ways, it's the door that awareness, the one, walks through to experience the activities of life. We are like the doorkeepers. It's always open for you. Just sit here. And when you're ready, no rush, walk back through the door. Notice where you're sitting or lying. Embrace the activities of life, not as separate, but as expressions of the essence of who we are. We need not hold to the illusion that the activities of our life define our value. Our value is already inherent. The activities of life are there to help us express the essence of who we are. Take your time when you're ready. Notice where you are, return to the moment, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. I look forward to being with you again soon. Thanks very much, everyone. Take care.